2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
And I'm
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here,
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah.
Well said.
No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Of course, their season was ended last year in the conference finals, losing in 5.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size, but he's always dreamed big. He said, "It sounds crazy, but I always thought I was going to be an NBA player, that I'd be an all-star and one of the best to play. That was in my head since I was a little boy, before I loved anything, before I knew what love was. I love the game of basketball." Kevin?
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game.
And guys, how rare is it to see the top two teams in a conference swap star players, as the Cavs and the Celtics did this past summer? The reason it came together was how well it fit, though, for both teams. And you could argue both teams, in essence, got better.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Horford in at center.
And it's fascinating to see these new-look rosters, former teammates going head-to-head. This is a matchup we could see plenty more of come playoff time.
Clock at 6. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Boston on D. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Out to Smith from deep. Kept alive. Thomas, it's a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thomas got the first 3 points tonight for Cleveland. Now here's Smart, covered by Smith. With some arc. Here's Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Thomas passes to LeBron. Sinks that one from the post.
Obviously, this is where James is so difficult to defend. Can beat you with a variety of moves inside, just like that one.
And Al Horford, just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Morris. That one's not going to go. Smith with the defensive effort. Dishes to James. Horford with the rebound. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands. And you see that with all the steals he racks up.
Thomas's shot is off. Boston trailing. Outside Irving. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Hayward against James. The screen from Thompson. Passes it to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Irving against Thomas. Irving attacking. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
A strong finisher. Kyrie exhibits good body control after contact.
Smith dishes to James. That one goes. Count it. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Goes up the baseline, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Hayward.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
Thomas goes in, and the shot goes in. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Irving. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. He has 6.
He is so good around the rim. Kyrie with an array of finishes in there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth. And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Derrick Rose. 1:05 left in the first. Tatum's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Korver, no luck.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Pass to Rozier. Kicks it to Tatum. There's a good screen. Over Love. Kept alive. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses.
And how unique is this situation for the Celtics? I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time, still drafting top picks. You know, the after effects of a trade with the Nets that quite honestly will go down as one of the league's all-time heights.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rozier kicks to Baines. Feeds to Morris. Over Love. Morris, no good. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in. And as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early. An aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. You've got Tatum. Marcus Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Brown, and it's Rozier in at the point. The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Rose. Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Here's Rozier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the bucket from Tatum. And Steve, so much excitement on opening night. The fans are amped up. We're amped up. I know the players are too.
And I think it's great for the fans. Like you said, everybody's in it together, and we're all amped. But the fans, they've missed it so much. They are in rare form on opening night.
Yes. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. First free throw is good.
You know, the Cavs are able to stay big and still space the floor. When they put Kevin Love and Channing Frye together, it's a death lineup with their shooting.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. James comes in for Shumpert. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Hayward comes in for Morris. And Smart subbed in for Brown. Good on both. And with LeBron's ability to play the power forward, the Cavaliers can go small and slide Kevin Love, Steve, to the 5.
And very effective with their small lineups. The one thing they've lacked is great rim protection. They can rebound just fine, but shot blocking is something they've lacked.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Rozier kicks to Tatum. There's the feed to Horford. They set the pick. Horford with the screen on LeBron. Boston again missing. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Smart. Korver passes to LeBron. Outside Korver. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Quietly becoming more dangerous on the offensive end, Thompson draws contact. Well, Tristan Thompson, the only player I've heard of to switch his shooting hand for free throws midway through his career. He's basically ambidextrous, so why not give it a try?
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And Tristan Thompson remains a relatively poor shooter, free throws and otherwise. He's tried to add a 15-footer, Smitty, but I don't know if that's in the cards.
And I think he's probably better off just staying around the rim. The kind of rebounder he is, sometimes you just have to play to your strengths.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. Second free throw, no good.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
Outside Irving. Shoots from 8. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Three-pointer, Crowder. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Crowder's got a pair of triples in the second now for Cleveland. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Boston.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Thomas kicks to Crowder. The screen from Thompson. He dishes it to Thomas. Pass to Crowder. Crowder with another miss.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Here's Irving. Count it from 12. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
The mid-range game, Kyrie can score on every level.
The screen from Thompson. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. In the corner, Horford with it. His three-pointers off the mark. Cleveland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. LeBron against Hayward. Crowder kicks to Thomas. And it's sent back by Horford. Hayward outside. The dish to Smart. Here's Tatum. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And it's about the versatility that Tatum offers, particularly offensively. He can guard and play multiple positions on the floor.
Now here's James. He has 6. The drive by Thompson. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
When I look at Gordon Hayward, the first word that comes to my mind is versatility. He's able to defend 4 positions, and offensively, in my opinion, he can do it all.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's check in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for Jay Crowder. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines comes in for Tatum. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. The free throw drops by Hayward. And Hayward, so well-rounded, Steve. He gives you rebounding, he blocks shots, he gets steals.
His athleticism is underappreciated. Coming to this league, he was a small, skinny kid. Now he's a physical player, more than willing to mix it up.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And here is Thomas. 5 points in the game. And here's Love for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now Brown looking for his first basket still in this one. Irving from long range. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
From the moment he set foot in the NBA, Kyrie has been a lights-out three-point shooter.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second quarter. Their lead is now 8 here at the half, and they've got all the momentum on their side. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Smitty, a lot of guys are great shooters because of how fast their release is, how quickly they get it off. Who has the quickest release, you think, right now in the league?
Well, Klay Thompson, I think, is the quickest right now. Some other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, those guys can get their shot off quickly. Jamal Crawford is not, per se, a three-point shot, but off the dribble in the mid-range. Anthony Morrow, those are some of the names I think that get it off the quickest. But Klay, I would say, is number one in my opinion.
When you played, did you try to work on that, getting it off quickly?
I think with my size, I didn't have to, Kevin, so I just wanted the guy to get as close as possible so I can shoot it right in his mug.
LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here is Irving after LeBron James's miss. High, arcing shot. Irving can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. And those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Here is Love, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to James. And again, LeBron missing. Celtics leading by 8. Outside Irving. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Korver is checked in for the Cavaliers. Rose comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And the Celtics also making a change. Terry Rozier's checked in for Kyrie Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Right Outside Rose. Kicks it out to Love. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Love.
Boy, it's great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more.
And Smitty, Kevin Love has weathered a surprising amount of criticism over the years. In Minnesota, he put up big numbers, but they said he wasn't a winner. Then he goes to Cleveland, and they say, you know, what's happened to those big numbers?
You're right. It's a catch-22. Really not fair. Last season, I think he answered all those questions. He did it all, a 20-10 contributor on an elite team.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Marcus Morris. Here's LeBron, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead. Rozier kicks to Morris. The pass to Rozier. Hayward against LeBron. Dishes it to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. Morris has got his second basket of the night. Outside Rose. He feeds it to James. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
The power, body control. LeBron finishes through contact as well as anyone we've seen.
Picked by Horford. Out left to the wing. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Celtics lead by 7. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. LeBron against Hayward. LeBron dishes to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Over Horford. Shot clock reset for Cleveland. Nice shot by Thompson.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Smart passes to Hayward. Picked by Horford. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Another shot. And it's Horford again missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside Rose. Love with the screen for Rose. Count it. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Remember I had a little, turned that to a lot. Always been 100, put that on my block. Used to want a 4-door, now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Now I do what I want.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for LeBron. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Morris kicks to Irving. Here's the screen. Here's Baines. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Shumpert kicks to Corbin. Three-pointer, Crowder, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. A putback.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Irving against Rose. He kicks to Love. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Kevin Love has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, we're doing so many good things on offense. Keep moving it. Keep looking for it. We just have to challenge as well as we can down here.
And Brad Stevens happy with their motion. They're shot making, but still looking for more stops on D.
Yeah, I mean, it always feels like there's more you can do defensively. And that's probably the case here. They just have to keep grinding out on the floor.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Irving in at the 1. Now here's Rose. Passes it to Smith from outside the arc. Frames the three-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside Irving. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Thomas against Irving. Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Austin's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Now here's Irving. Here's Brown. That one off the back iron and out.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Irving. Here's Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Crowder is screen on Morris. Kicks it out to Love. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Irving makes it off the glass. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Filling it up at will. Kyrie's arsenal on full display.
Thomas dishes to Crowder. For 3, Love. Again, Love missing. Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Thomas against Irving. Over Thomas. And that one goes long. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Rose. That one no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Nobody near Irving. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Irving's got 13 points in the second half. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. It hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Crowder. And it's LeBron in for Rose. And then for Boston, Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Isaiah Thomas taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Pick by Horford. Smart passes to Irving. Here's Morris. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim. Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On its way from Irving for 2. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Thomas a screen. James against Hayward. From deep, Thomas. But they'll get another chance. Screen by Smith. Second shot opportunity, and James with the layup.
When you need a big bucket, keep it in his hands. LeBron lives for this one.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside Irving. Celtics passing it around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Gentlemen, truth shots. Root shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The screen from Thompson. Smith dishes to Thomas. Count it, and the foul. That one on Horford.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
That's getting it done. He's turning up a notch now that things are getting heated.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
The perfect guy to have on the line right now.
Boston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Morris a screen. Hayward kicks to Irving. And no good that time. Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Now here is Smith, guarded by Smart. It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Love. Smith outside. Just 3 to shoot. To take the lead. James, no good. Smart with the ball. Outside Irving. Boston, no good that time either.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the game. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Smart kicks to Irving. Irving double team. Fires at the elbow. Missed.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 4. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
I mean, tough position, but really they can't blame anybody but themselves.
They've certainly missed on some opportunities, but stranger things have happened. They need a quick shot and an immediate foul right here.
From deep on the money.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, congrats on the win tonight. What do you think was the ultimate factor?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall away back into the game.
Yeah, you hung in there and were able to come back and overcome the deficit. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.